It's 9:30 AM on Monday the 17th of September, and I'm in Tenby. Yesterday was completely rained off. It was heavy rain in the morning. I managed to finish the edit from Friday, Saturday, and drove back to Pembroke where I could transmit where the signal was good enough, and then from there I drove on to Amroth. I parked up in Amroth actually and decided to go for a pint because there was virtually nothing else to do. It was not a particularly good day. It had been raining all day apart from when I got there around about say 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Went for a couple of beers and met this absolutely wonderful couple, and we sat talking for probably about 2 hours. It was wonderful. The only problem that I'm having, and you may have detected this, is my terrible memory for names and places. And the reason for that is that I meet so many people. Probably I'm talking to maybe 30, 40 people a day, and I'm videoing a lot of these people. I don't video everybody, and I go to that many different places, and they're all Welsh, and they've all got Welsh names, and I'm 70 years old, and my memory is going very quickly when it comes to just names. In fact, it's quite embarrassing because I was talking to this wonderful couple, talking with them, calling them by the names, woke up this morning and the names have completely gone. And so I feel a bit embarrassed at times where I'm always trying, forgetting the names and stuff, and so please forgive me. My plan today is to walk to Amroth, and that will mark the end of the I've done it again. My plans today are to walk to Amroth, which will mark the end of the Pembrokeshire Coastal Path at the sort of southeast end of it, having walked down from Cardigan. I haven't calculated yet how many days it's actually taken me, but I have had quite a number of days off in between, mainly due to rain, and also the 4 days which I had last weekend in Milford Haven, where I had my groin strain, which now seems to be 90% okay. I still feel it just a little bit. And so today is quite an easy day in terms of the distance, and my intention then is I'll be doing the same again. There's no internet whatsoever. I got quite a surprise last night when I tried to put Facebook and YouTube on to find that there's absolutely no internet, and I thought at first there was a problem with my laptop, but it was simply that there was no signal. So I was up early this morning and drove 3 or 4 miles inland onto the top of the hill, and the internet's okay, fine, nothing to worry about. I was worrying that there was some other problem. So it's been great, this whole Pembrokeshire Coast walk. I think in future the scenery is going to change, and so is the weather, and there's not going to be many people around, so I might be making slightly shorter versions than the videos than I have been doing, and I'm sure you'll understand that. So maybe I'll be putting 2 or 3 short days together, so if you don't hear from me for 2 or 3 days, don't worry, I'm still walking, but I'm going to make, as an example, 2 20-minute days or 3 20-minute days before I send them off. Saves me an awful lot of time editing, and also from the point of view of production and all the rest of it. And I don't see the point in showing you pictures which don't really feature much at all other than fairly bland scenery. The next stage of this walk is to reach Carmarthen. Before I turn, again I'll be turning sort of south-east and walking towards Swansea. And I was reliably informed yesterday by the people who I was with in the pub, who were from Cardiff, that is about 100 miles to Cardiff, so that was quite a good walk in front of me, apart from doing Swansea and Mumble's Head. So it started off with rain when I left Amroth. wasn't a very nice morning at all. I've waited a little while. I've been and had a really nice breakfast, and I've just been for a cup of tea waiting for the sky to clear a bit, which it is doing now. It's not cold. It's around, I would say it's about 16 degrees actually. It's not cold, and the wind has dropped, and looking out to sea, as I can see from here, the cloud is breaking up, so I think it's going to be a bit of a wet walk, but nevertheless a nice walk. And the advantage is if the tide is out, it's in at the moment, but when the tide goes out, by the time I get there, I can walk along the beach. Okay, so here we go. Set off about 40 minutes ago from Tenby, and I'm not far now from Saundersfoot, and it's pouring with rain, and I bumped into these young ladies who were just taking the dog for a walk and heading towards Tenby. And your name, please?
Margaret.
Margaret.
Pauline.
And Pauline. I can't detect your accent, Margaret.
Oh, I'm from Surrey, but originally Essex.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
okay.
so I'm an Essex girl.
I'm
proud of it.
I'm not saying a word. I'm keeping out of that.
Yeah.
And you?
I'm now from Bristol, but I'm also from Essex. In fact, we went to school together, so that's how long we've known each other.
Wow, that's
Yes.
incredible. So I know you're taking your dog for a walk this morning. I know it's a miserable morning, but there's nothing we can do about it. So do you do other walks and stuff then? You're obviously avid walkers, and you get out whenever you can.
Yes, I'm a walker and cycling. And, yes, and you might as well be out in it and dressed correctly. You're fine, aren't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing that holds me back is that I'm making a video of all this. And it's all right in a wood like this, but we wouldn't be able to do it out in the open air.
No.
And so my chances of getting decent video of all these fantastic rock formations, you know, you can't see them this morning.
No.
You know, you can't even see them. So it's going to be like this from now on, I reckon. You know.
Oh.
And you've both been walkers together for years. Then.
No, I don't. I walk with her, but I don't walk quite as much. I certainly don't cycle, do I?
Right.
No.
So what are you doing in Wales then? Do you live here now?
No, just on a week's holiday.
Oh, right.
And we've
that's nice.
picked the week when Hurricane Helene's coming across.
Yes.
So,
That was really
that'll be interesting.
I know. I mean, I've had too many days off for the rain recently. It's like being one day on, one day off, and you know, sometimes I'm glad of the rest, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Having done all these miles, you know, I've done 1,500 miles now, but I want to get the job done. You know what I mean? It's another day lost. You know.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's been very nice meeting you, ladies.
Yes.
Nice meeting you too, and good luck with the rest of your trip.
Thank you very much, and keep in touch.
Yes, we will look on your website and watch your progress. So
Thank
good
you very
luck with
much.
the walk.
It's funny how probably about 80% of my followers are women.
Are they?
It's really strange, isn't it?
Your family will be wondering.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, well, thank you very much. That's
That's
another two to add to it. That percentage, don't forget. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Enjoy
Bye.
your walk.
It's not far now from Saundersfoot. I can see it over my left shoulder, and it's been a bit changeable. One or two little squally showers, but I think the cloud is starting to lift now. I know I said that earlier, but I've come across these two very nice people. And your name, sir?
My name's Steve Richards.
Steve
And Jenny.
and Jenny. And are you from this neck of the woods, or are you on a
No,
holiday?
we're on a week's holiday. We come from Buckinghamshire,
Yes.
a place called Loudwater, which is in between High Wycombe and Beaconsfield,
All right.
which is roughly in between Oxford and London on the A40.
All right. All right. We've got the other end of the A40 up here.
Yeah.
We have,
Right,
yes.
Yeah, it's quite. I noticed that. I was thinking, blimey, this goes all the way,
travelled up here
through
from-
Shepherd's Bush.
Yeah, that's right. Well, we travelled up here from our house on the A40 all the way, nearly all the way.
Yes.
Went to
Brecon Beacons.
Oh
on the
yeah,
train.
this kind of scenic route rather than the
Yes.
M4.
Yes,
yeah,
that's right.
It's
Yes.
lovely.
So are you like avid walkers then, or
We walk 4 miles is probably our
your limit?
Usually.
and it's usually weekends because we both work still. So
Yes. Yes.
it's,
Oh,
we
well,
love
that's
it.
nice.
but-
Well, it's nice to see people like you out on these coastal paths. I mean, I don't misunderstand me. I mean, okay, I know I'm doing a big project here with a really big walk, but it's a pleasure to meet you people and talk
you.
to you.
It's
and
nice to
and
meet you.
The
And I
good
hope
thing
that-
about walkers is they're all friendly. They've all got a smile on their face and they all say hello. It's funny. There's a bunch of walkers I walked past a few minutes ago. There's about 12 of them, and not one of them said hello.
Oh, that's
Isn't
a shame.
Isn't that bizarre? When they get
It
in
is.
a bunch of 12, they
Yeah.
kind of isolate them.
Yes.
When they're
yeah.
in pairs, or what have you, but not one of them said hello.
Oh, well, that's a shame.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah,
Really?
we find them quite friendly, like
Yeah,
you
yeah.
say.
But I've met people from all over the world, some wonderful people, lots of Americans, loads of Germans, and Italians, and Vietnamese, Chinese, Japanese.
right.
You wouldn't believe it.
No, no.
Over a period of 5 months. So I never know what's around the next corner, and you never know who you're going to meet, and that's the interesting thing about it.
Saundersfoot's well worth a visit, isn't it?
Yes, I'm looking forward
It's
to a nice
really-
cup of tea there.
Yes,
Lovely.
you'll get one.
I had a
Yeah.
big breakfast this morning in Tenby. I always have a big breakfast. It
Yeah.
keeps
It
you
sets
going
you for
all
the
day.
day.
Yeah, it does, yeah. And it's
Good
been an
luck and
absolute
right,
pleasure meeting you.
And you, Jim.
I hope you have a nice holiday while you're here. The forecast is not brilliant for the next
No.
couple of days.
No,
We've
it's
got
not.
this leftover from this hurricane, haven't we?
That's right.
But then
Yeah.
come Thursday, Friday, apparently the sun's going to come out and we're going to be back to 17s and 18s.
We hope so.
According to the
just
BBC.
a bit less rain.
Probably be going home then, unfortunately. But
Yeah, never mind.
All right.
It's well
Thank you,
lovely,
Jim.
lovely
to meet you.
Jane.
Nice
Lovely
to meet you too.
Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. So here we are just outside of Saundersfoot, and fortunately it stopped raining, and I bumped into these lovely people. And your name is?
Trisha.
Trisha
And Mark.
and Mark. And where are you from, Trisha?
The Midlands,
Yes.
right in the middle of the country, so yeah.
What, Birminghamish?
Birminghamish, yes,
Yeah.
just outside, yeah.
A place called Branston,
Branston.
which is
Branston.
A little
where
bit.
the pickle used to be,
Oh,
where it was
really?
originally made.
Yeah, Branston.
Branston.
Yeah, I'm trying to pinpoint exactly where that is.
Yeah,
Is-
but it's
Near
prob-
Burton-on-Trent.
Burton-on-Trent and
Oh,
Dol.
right.
Breweries.
Yes,
Brewery town.
yes, on the A38.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
Ah,
That's
right.
it,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah, I used to live in Birmingham and go down that old A38.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
Past Burton and the old Derby Ring Road when it was a
That's
bit of a
right.
nightmare,
Yeah.
before the M1 opened up and took it all away. So where are you walking to today?
Tenby today,
Yeah.
from Saundersfoot.
Just a nice little stroll
Just a
down.
nice little
Yeah.
stroll
Yeah.
in the rain.
Yeah. So you're here on a holiday then?
Yeah, for the week.
Yeah,
Just for the week.
yeah.
Well, I hope the weather improves. Actually, I was looking on the BBC weather forecast this morning, and I think by Wednesday we're going to be back up to like 17, 18 degrees, and for the weekend.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
good.
that's looking.
It's just the wind, isn't it? by the looks?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
the wind makes it a nightmare for me for filming, but
Yeah.
it doesn't bother me because it's behind me at the moment.
Yeah.
So I'm quite
Yeah.
happy with that.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's been
Okay.
lovely meeting you.
And you?
Yes,
Have a
thank
nice
you.
walk.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Enjoy your walk.
Bye-bye. I'm not far now from Saundersfoot, and I met these two very nice people. And your name, sir?
My name's John.
John and
Jane.
And Jane. And where are you from, John?
We're from Shropshire, a place called Ludlow in Shropshire.
Oh, Ludlow. Yeah, that's a nice
right.
place, isn't
That's
it?
right, the foodie town.
Right. So where are you off to today then, Jane?
We're only just walking from Wiseman's Bridge just to Tenby, where we're staying for the week in
that's
Tenby.
great. Yeah.
And then hopefully tomorrow we'll do Manabia to Tenby.
Yes, that's a nice walk. Manabia is a lovely place.
Yeah.
I can recommend the Castle Hotel right next to the castle.
Yeah.
Nice place, nice people
right.
in there.
Yeah.
Great, yeah.
So are you avid walkers then?
Yeah,
John?
we do. We walk with the Ramblers back home, the South Shropshire Ramblers, so we're always out in the South Shropshire Hills,
Yes.
the Welsh borderlands, that area, but it's so nice to do some coastal walking.
Yes, it's fabulous.
We haven't got the
isn't it?
coastline where we are, but it's a
Yeah.
fabulous area around here.
Well, I mean, apart from Milford Keynes to Pembroke, which is like really the industrial part.
Yeah.
I mean, every inch of
That's
the
right.
Pembroke Coastal Path is absolutely spectacular.
Yeah, it is. That is
Beautiful,
right.
isn't
Yeah.
it?
And
Yeah,
I've met
it
some
is.
fantastic people from all over the world on that walk,
Brilliant,
and
yeah.
I've thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I was impressed with Anglesey. I loved
Yeah.
Anglesey, but this is something different.
Yeah.
This is like Premier League stuff.
Yeah.
isn't
It is.
You know what I mean?
Spot on. It is. It's lovely.
Okay.
It is. Yeah.
Right, we wish you all the best on your travels.
Yeah,
you
very
very
much
much.
so. Yeah, all the very best. That's
Thank you
right.
very
Yeah,
much.
it's a great challenge you're doing.
Well, it's
yeah.
been a great pleasure meeting you, and I hope you have a nice day. And just be careful because it's a bit muddy up there
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Okay.
But at least the rain stopped now. I think it's going to brighten up.
Yeah,
you
that's
know.
good.
Okay, yeah,
That's right. This is
right.
fine.
And it's not
Great.
cold, is it?
No, it isn't cold.
No, it's warm.
All right, John. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Pleasure.
Bye now.
All the best.
Bye.
Bye-bye
Thank
now.
you.
Bye-bye
Jane.
now.
Well, it's 1:20 now, and I'm just walking out of Saundersfoot towards Amroth, which marks the end of the walk, and that'll take me about an hour, I reckon. And it's been a very enjoyable walk. The rain stopped now, it's quite warm. It's not sunny yet, there's still a bit of low cloud, but it's comfortable, and I could walk without my jacket on actually, but got that much stuff in the pockets and whatever at the moment. But no, it's been great, and I'm absolutely buoyed up by the fact that I'll have finished the Pembrokeshire Coastal Path walk, and I think I can pat myself on the back. That's quite a nice achievement to do 186 miles. I haven't worked out exactly how many days I've actually been walking. Seems to have had quite a lot of time off in between, what with the rain and my groin strain, which put me out for 4 days. But and there's more rainy sort of bad weather to come over the next 2 or 3 days, and then they say it's going to be in the 17, 18 centigrade by the weekend, and there's going to be like a mini heat wave, which I'm rather looking forward to. But my plan now is to get to Amroth. I've already edited Saturday's walk from Manabia to Tenby, so I just need to tack this bit on the end, and then I'll publish it this afternoon when I've finished editing this small section, and it'll be available from tonight. But it's been great, I've loved it. Excuse me. And the people I've met some wonderful people all the way down, and I would suggest that every bit of the walk has been absolutely brilliant, really exciting. All the scenery, all the people that I met, and the places I've never been to before. It's been absolutely brilliant. So, just about 2 miles to go. So I'm less than a mile now from Amroth, and I've met these wonderful people who look very fit and sporting. They're all kitted out. They look absolutely fabulous. And your name, sir?
Colin Rathbone.
Colin and
Carol Williams.
and Carol. And what's today about then, Colin?
Today is walking from Stepaside, where we're camping.
Yes.
Wiseman's Bridge to Amroth, Amroth to Colby
Yes.
Gardens. Had a wander around there just to reconnoitre for the park run that they run on Saturday mornings at
9 o'clock.
Colby Woodland Garden,
Right.
9 o'clock. So we now know what the course entails because
right.
we're park run tourists as well as other
Yes.
tourists.
So you take it pretty seriously then, Carl? I mean,
Yes, we're in training for cross-country league runs and then
Yes.
marathons. And,
Right.
Yeah. We try to push back the barriers of age and decrepitude as much as we can.
Right.
So-
So
so-
how
It's a
aged
losing
and
battle.
decrepit are you then? If you don't-
74.
74. Well, there you go. You see, that's brilliant.
Yeah, yeah.
And good on you.
But it's only young compared with some of the guys that
Oh, yeah.
are doing colossal things like you are, achieving around the coastline of Britain is just fantastic, and it's something we'd like to do ourselves at some time, isn't it? But we do it in stages. We've done quite a lot of the Pembrokeshire Coastal Path
Yes.
in stages.
Well, I don't think you know a place until you've seen the coastal
No.
path, and it's absolutely
No.
stunning.
I know.
The Pembroke. I mean, all of Wales.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I mean, and I said this nearly all of the interviews that I've mentioned to people. The Welsh people are so accommodating.
Yeah, they are
such
friendly,
lovely,
yeah.
friendly people.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
and it's made
I
it
agree.
so much easier, And I've met some fantastic people.
Yeah.
Welsh people, and made friends of lots of them. It's been really, really a nice experience, and I've met lots of other people from all over the world.
Yeah, yeah.
I met a guy a couple of weeks ago, 80 years old, and him and his wife were doing the coastal path.
Were they?
Yeah.
So there's still time, isn't there, to
yeah,
make
yeah.
these plans?
And he looked fit and everything, and it
Yeah.
was. I mean, he's walked all over the world,
Right.
and
It's the walking that makes you fit, though, isn't it?
It is.
You can allow it to happen, or you can do something
Yes,
about it.
Yes.
And we choose to do something about
Yes.
it, don't we?
Well, I mean, I eat like a horse, but I walk it all off in a day. I have a big
Yeah.
breakfast every morning, fill yourself up with
Yeah.
carbohydrates, and
Yeah.
I've got a beer fridge in my tent, and I've lost 1.5 stone since I started this
Yeah.
walk.
Yeah, we do that. Calories in, calories out, fluids
Yeah.
in, out, fluids in.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
And it's creating that balance, and it does
Yes.
entitle you. It justifies
Yes.
making those sacrifices
absolutely.
in order to eat, which
yeah.
we enjoy doing, don't
Yeah.
we? And the odd pint of real ale, of
Yeah,
course.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So where are you both from then, Carol?
We're from Cheshire,
Yes.
so we live near Chester,
Oh, really?
Northwich, that area. So,
Oh, right. Oh, well, that's a
it's
nice
only
area,
like a
isn't it?
5-hour
You haven't got
drive
many
down.
hills and things to climb around that area, though. It's
Well,
not
east
very
and,
hilly, is it?
east and west we have, haven't we?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, you're in a nice
Yeah.
area.
Apart from Macclesfield.
you-
We're betwixt the Cloydian Hills, like
Yes.
on the Welsh border, and then
Yeah.
we've got the Pennines, haven't we, to the
Yeah,
east of
absolutely.
us. They're all in,
Yeah.
Cheshire, aren't they? But
Yeah,
east
yeah.
and west. But
Yeah.
we're from central Cheshire. So
Yeah, that's lovely.
It's a bit,
Yeah.
bit flatter than this.
Yeah.
But we like this because it's good. It's good training. Keeps the ticker going.
Yeah, absolutely.
Strengthens the heart
Yeah,
muscles.
it does. The
yeah.
hills, with me, I
Yeah.
like to get a bit breathless now and again. It's
Yeah.
good for you. And
Yeah.
It's a good test.
Yeah,
you know,
well, we
yeah.
make the effort up the hills, and then sort of have a look around when we get to the top of the hill, so that we can just,
Yeah.
we're a bit like, some of the. We know some people that just treat it as a route march, but we like to do
Yeah.
it as a tourist, really.
Yeah.
And
well, that's
combine
right.
tourism with our.
Well, for me, with this camera in the hand all the time, I'm taking around about maybe 200 different shots a day of like 10-15 seconds, and I edit them and everything, but I never really get a chance to look at it and then I'll watch it a week later and think, oh, that was good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or that music was good, or that interview was good.
Yeah.
And it's very difficult to stop and stare at everything, but I'm seeing it through.
Yes.
The way I think about this is my eyes to all of these people who watch this. This is what I'm seeing. All of it's
Yes.
this is their eyes for them to be able to see, and the people I meet.
Yeah.
And a lot of people have said, I would never believe that you could in a sort of a 10-mile walk, you can see all that scenery and talk to 25 different people, and you know.
We do, because you know, on the coastal path you're meeting really like-minded people, aren't you?
Absolutely, absolutely, and that's the pleasure of it. They're all really friendly, and they all want to talk. You get the odd one that you don't get any eye contact from, and they don't even say hello, and I don't want to talk to them people anyway, to be honest.
Yeah, you know, they're usually about 200 metres from a car park, aren't they?
Absolutely,
You just have to watch your footing, don't you, on some of these paths, so you can't be looking too far
no, that's right.
into the distance.
No, that's why you've got to stop. We do like the Wainwright, don't we? We just sort of, you know, we just look, you know, we stop and look and have a look what's going on.
And then you move on.
And then we move on, because we do,
Yeah.
we have a tendency to fall over occasionally. Nothing to do with alcohol or anything like that. It's just it's to do with vertigo and one or two other little ailments.
Well, you're lovely people. I know you're itching to get on with your run or your walk or whatever it is you're doing, and it's been a real pleasure meeting you. And you've got my card.
And you, Jim.
And keep in touch. And it'd be very nice to hear from you.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Good luck with the rest of your
Good luck.
adventures.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
How many more, you know, like weeks, months to get back to Hull?
Well, it's 14 months. I've been going since April, so you think about that. I'm going to be there May, June next year. And then I'm going to have a winter break at some point, I'm sure. You know, it's getting a bit damp in the van now, and I don't know quite how far I'm going to get before I think, well, enough is enough for winter. But
and then rejoin it.
Then I'll make the decision on the day when I know it's the right day.
Yeah, you've got to be realistic, haven't you, about that? You know, you've got to recognise when.
I'm not going to be stupid or foolish. I'm not going to walk in snow, isn't it?
No.
And of course, you know, by Christmas it doesn't get light until 9:30 in the morning. It's dark by 4. I'm not going to get in my miles in it, you know, and the logistics are difficult, you know, down there. So, you know, that might force me into it, you know, but I don't know. I don't think about that yet.
No, don't think about that.
No.
You know, leave that to another day.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, Jim, good luck.
Cheers now. Thank you. Bye now. Bye.